I just have one more question,
Yeah.
Abraham. And this is about a process I've been using. I'm not sure if it would be helpful to the group. But I take my investment account statement and I put in the numbers that I wish to see. And in front of those numbers, I chant Shreem Brazil, kind of like this. Shreem Brazil, Shreem Brazil, Shreem Brazil, over and over again. And I feel satisfaction as if that was a reality. Is that helpful in the manifestation of that?
Always. Because you're focusing on what you want, and the chanting that you are choosing is putting you in the receiving mode because of your long-standing expectation about that.
Oh, I see. I see.
And the most important question is, if I feel satisfied, is that enough?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
If I feel satisfied.
That's enough. So what we're talking about law of attraction, we're talking about momentum, we're talking about thoughts turning to things. And since we're talking about thoughts turning to things, we're talking about you being in the receptive mode so that you can receive the thought, because it's your reception of the thought that turns the thoughts to things. You see how it works? It's your reception of the thought that turns the thoughts to things. So that's that ready to be ready to be ready. So when you meditate and quiet your mind, you're ready to be ready. You're ready to be ready because your mind's not contradicting. You don't have something active. And so then the thought that your inner being thinks about that comes into your mind. Now, the thought that you've been thinking about it might come up and challenge it. It might. But at least for a moment, you knew the thought that your inner being was thinking about that. And that matters so much. And why? Because your inner being, who's in your vortex, who knows everything that you want and knows where you stand in relationship to everything you want and knows the very best unfolding path for the satisfaction that gets you to where you want to be. And you all think that you want to just get there. Your inner being knows that what you really want is satisfaction along the way. Esther would say, no, Abraham, I don't need the long and winding road. Just take me over there. And we say, can't get there with that attitude.
The one thing I'm getting very satisfied about right now is actually losing my job, having lost my job. I feel very satisfied about that because
because it was ready to be ready to be ready. In other words, without that, you wouldn't be all queued up in the way that you are. You wouldn't be open and ready to receive. It was part of the process. Of course it was part of the process. And now that you feel satisfaction about that, instead of other things that you might feel, then the resistance on that topic has subsided, and now you can feel it unfolding. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I can.
Yeah.
I can, Abraham.
Good enough?
Good, yes.
Really good.
Thank you so much. Thank you.